come onto our mats. I'm drinking out of my promoted to auntie cup today. My brother and sister-in-law announced over Christmas that they are expecting a baby, and it is so exciting. It'll be the first grandchild in our family, in my immediate family. So I'm really, really excited, and I'm even more excited for next Christmas because that means there will be a baby, and it'll be the first time that I'll really be an aunt. So promoted to auntie, this is how they told me that they were expecting. So cute. I am so excited for them. All right, so we'll come to our mats and come into an easy seat to start. Grounding down into your sitting bones, lengthening through your spine. There's still about a minute before we get started. Start to tap into the natural rhythm of your breath. Maybe you close down your eyes. Maybe you need to grab a glass of water. I like to have this little extra cushion underneath me for this class. Maybe you want a blanket. You can use any kind of supportive props that feels right in your body. It really is up to you. So as I said, today's class, it activates the pituitary gland and it connects us to our intuition. And the stronger our intuition is, the easier it is for us to hear it, to follow it, and to live the most authentic life that we can. So let's go ahead and get started. Bringing your hands through heart center, rubbing your palms together, creating some heat. Rub, 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 rub. Create some heat in the body, create some energy. Press your palms together, thumbs come into sternum, fingertips point straight up, close down the eyes. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release. Again, deep inhale. And exhale, release. And let's chant Namo. Deep inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And just a reminder, what that chant means is that I bow and honor the divine within and the divine around me. Today, we're going to go ahead and get started in a high lunge. So it's a little bit more of an active practice today. Let's start with our right foot forward. And we're in our high lunge. Hands are down on the mat. Now, if this isn't accessible to you, you can drop your back knee, but if you can, stay lifted. Lengthen your crown up, closing down the eyes, bringing your focus to that third eye gaze. And I need to start the timer just to... All right, you're going to breathe here normally, naturally, for the first 60 seconds. And then for the next 90 seconds, you're going to be here with breath of fire. So coming forward on those toes, sinking into your hips. Getting right into the hips. If you can keep the chin lifted, gaze comes kind of front, and you have your third eye gaze, gazing internally. And let's start our breath of fire. Pumping that navel. The easiest way that I've heard breath of fire activated is imagining that you're blowing out a candle with your nose. And feel that pump in the navel area when you do that, blowing out a candle with your nose. All right, now we are going to bring that foot down. It can be pointed back. So we're kind of coming into a half pigeon, but in Kundalini Yoga, that's not what it's called. It's called a rested lunge. So inhale as you lengthen up, and then exhale as you come down. Once you find your positioning, see if you can bring your hands beside and behind you. Centering that leg beneath you, letting your forehead rest down, and really focusing on the breath. Noticing the natural rhythm of breath first. Letting the body sink into that lower leg. Left leg is extended out straight behind you. And let's start the breath of fire again. Blowing out that candle with the nose. Activating your navel pump. Massaging your internal organs. Bringing your hands down to the mat, pressing your upper body up, and let's switch out our legs. So bring your right leg back. Take a moment, maybe shift forward and backward in your high plank. And then let's step our left leg forward, coming into the high plank on this side. Maybe starting by rocking forward and backward. Seeing if you can lift up the chest, lift up the chin. Gaze can be forward. You can close down your eyes. High on the ball mount of that back foot. Getting into our hips right off the bat. then let's start the breath of fire here. Know that you can drop down to that back knee if you need to, but if you can, stay lifted. Pumping that navel pump. Blowing out that candle, using the breath of fire to build heat up in the body, to burn off any excess heat that you might have, or to create the heat that you might need. Come down onto your back knee, unfold that toe. Bring that leg down. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Then exhale as you fold forward. And once you find your positioning, see if you can bring your hands down by your side. And then start your breath of fire. Blow out those candles. Activate that navel pranic pump. Building heat or burning heat, whichever your body needs. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Slowly, gently press yourself up and away. Bring that left foot back. And then bring your hands to meet your feet. And we're going to come into a forward fold. So you're letting your head hang heavy. You're letting your hands rest down toward the mat. Close down the eyes. Hands can be palm facing down. Letting your head drape down, releasing any tension from your neck. Weight is in your heels. Breathing deeply into your abdomen, feeling the extension and contraction of the rib cage with every breath. I invite you to direct the light of your breath to wash through the areas of tightness and energetic blocks. This position helps to balance your nervous system and permits you to surrender your thoughts. So really allowing your head to hang heavy, just allowing yourself to release and hang into this pose. Natural breath. Maybe you shift your weight forward into your toes and back into your heels. Sending the breath to those areas of tension. Letting the head relax and release. Slowly, slowly, slowly start to bend into your knees and start to round the spine up really nice and gentle. Head comes up last. Take some organic movement. Maybe you shake that out. Maybe you're really tight. I'm really tight in my hamstring, so I can feel that release, but that felt really, really good. So our next posture is a standing posture, and you want to open up your feet about hip-width distance apart, and then you're going to extend your arms up. You tuck your fingers into the pads of your hands, and arms are at a V. Close down your eyes and start the breath of fire. Pumping that navel pump. Imagining that your thumbs are plugged up into the higher energy fields. And there is an exchange of energy coming through your body. There's energy coming down and there's energy going up. And there is this culmination of energy. Your gaze is at your third eye point. Your seed of knowing. Your seed of intuition. If you need to lower your hands, that's okay. But if you can, keep them lifted. And if you need to lower them, keep the breath going, that breath of fire. And then lift your hands back up when you can. eyes are closed, third eye gaze. Bring your thumbs together. Deep inhale. Reach your fingertips up, 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 up. Reach, reach, reach. Hold that breath. Cannonball it out. Again, deep inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold, hold, hold. Reach, 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 reach. One more. Deep inhale. Reach. Extend your fingers up, up, up. Hold the breath. Bring your hands down through your energy field, clearing out that energy field. Take any organic movement, roll out the shoulders. All right. Next, we're going to come into downward facing dog. In Kundalini, it's called triangle pose. So I'm going to fold my little blanket because I want my hands to be firmly planted on the floor. And it's okay if your heels are slightly lifted. They may lower over time. Your ears are near your biceps, sinking your chest towards your thighs, spreading your fingers open wide, closing down the eyes. Rolling your armpits in. Pressing the backs of your knuckles into the mat. Breathing naturally, breathing normally. Maybe over time you can sink your heels closer to the floor. Gently over time stretching out the hamstrings, stretching the backside of the body. Eyes can be closed. Whenever we come into an inversion like this, it helps us to see things a little bit differently, to open up our minds. All right, let's shift ourselves forward into a high plank position and lower all the way down to your stomach. Hands are at chest level, shoelace out of your feet, press into the mat. So we're going to press up into Cobra, and from Cobra, we're going to bring our gaze out over, let's start with our right shoulder, then through center and over our left shoulder. And through center, right shoulder, through center, left shoulder, through center, right, left, right, left. Slowly, gently pressing yourself back. Coming into a puppy pose momentarily to really lengthen out that lower back, lower spine. And then come onto your knees. And this is called flower blossom. So you're going to start in a tiny seed, imagining that you are a seed, hands are down by your side. And then as you inhale, you're going to grow, 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 extend, and then lower down. Inhale, inhale, grow, 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 and come back down. Inhale, grow, 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 grow. Open up through the chest, come into that gentle back bend, and then back down into your seed. Inhale, lift, grow, 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 open up, and down. Inhale, open, expand, 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 open, blossom. Imagining that you are opening up to the sun, to the light, to the space, to the energy above, and then lower down. Inhale as you open, 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 and down. Inhale, open, 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 and down. Two more. Inhale, open, 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 open through the chest. Open up, blossom, and release. Last one. Inhale as you open, 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 and come down. From here, bring your knees together. Clasp your hands behind your back. Rest your forehead down and lengthen your arms up and forward as far as you can. Focusing on the breath, closing down the eyes. Letting the body sink into the space beneath you. Lift your head back up, hands come down. We're going to come into our final resting pose. In Kundalini Yoga, it can be called corpse pose. Coming all the way down onto your mat. Hands come down by your side. Letting your body sink, sink, sink into the mat, the floor beneath you. Being here, being still, being silent. Taking these last 2 minutes, just soak in your practice, just letting yourself release and relax. Connecting to your intuition. This Kriya is designed to help us connect to our intuition. And maybe you're wondering how to strengthen that connection off of your mat. And the biggest piece of advice that I can share is to first ask your intuition to start communicating with you. Actually consciously say to yourself, inside of yourself, intuition, I am ready to hear you. Then next, follow the guidance that you receive. If something inside of you says, go to this place at this time, or do this or do that, follow that intuition and find out, be open to how it evolves. Be open to see where the intuition was leading you, because we don't always know. We intuitively think, I should call this person. And you call them and they really needed someone to talk to. You intuitively think, I should go to this place. And you run into someone who hands you an opportunity that's aligned with what you've really been looking for. Or you never know. But you have to take the steps to follow intuition in order for you to trust your own intuition. Because if you just hear it and you don't act, you'll never know where it's leading you. So it'll never truly build up that trust in that guidance. So that's how you do it off of your mat. And here it naturally happens within our practice as we have these intuitive hits while we're on our mats. And then we go off of our mat and we follow that intuition. So start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Let's actually rub our hands together, rub our feet together. Bring your hands through heart center, press your palms together, lengthen through the spine. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. And we're going to chant Sat Nam. Deep inhale. Sat Nam. Again. Sat Nam. One more time. Sat Nam. Thank you for being here, for sharing this space, for sharing this practice. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'm sending you so much light and so much love.